Previously on the Order 1986. Friend John Smith emerged from the time portal, and don't you forget it! I am your father! Killed his own son. Why do they call me Galahad? I can see why they relegated you to the roof. Oh, the center one looks awful prime. Is that your morning makeup or afternoon makeup? Detective Ingram had been stabbed by a pistol. I'm gonna fucking murder your family. Perhaps this was their love scene, he thought. I shall see you later, my friend. Catching a fucking train. Sucking on the ring finger like a fucking sea slug. It was absolutely disgusting what he did with his tongue. Galahad strolled calmly down the corridors of London's underbelly. His internal communication system's going off, giving his position away. Ian McKellen, you stupid fuck, get off the radio, they can hear me! Galahad started screaming desperately, his pleas not making any impressions on Lady Faversham, who thought he was completely acting like a baby, and overreacting to every single thing that was happening. He was scared of the dark, naturally, as in 1986, everything was made of neon glow. And in 1886, everything was made of shit brown and putrid green. It was like somebody had puked all over the screen after having bowel problems. Galahad continued, running aimlessly through the maze that was London's underground. Perhaps I'm gonna find something, he thought as he continued. The wet, dripping seepage landing on his shoulder disgustingly. Galahad made his way. Galahad made his way into the upper ends of the secrets of London Underground. God damn it. Galahad made his way through the bowels of London Underground, leaping like a parkouring angel, a monkey if you will, as he encountered his one true love, Lady Faversham, on the ridge. Who the fuck would make something like this? Why are there bottomless pits? How do you even construct something like this, London, you bitch? Galahad thought as he watched the fucking windmills above do nothing. Galahad continued. I'm gonna have to make a jump! Ah! Galahad grabbed on the wall. Quite the pointless wall, as it served really no purpose, having a large hole in it. It looked like it was a design flaw. Galahad noted as he fell to the ground. Now entering the stage, where he impressed upon himself the vision of Lance Reddick. Lance immediately transformed into some horror beast. Galahad's immediate reaction was puking everywhere. Holy fuck! Blah! Galahad screamed over the microphone, puke going everywhere. He did a 360-degree projectile vomit all around himself. What the fuck was that? Galahad clearly had not signed up for this shit. He wasn't ready. He was not ready as he fell and saw what was apparently a werebeast. He'd been bitten. It was over. I am now one of them. Galahad continually took hits. I can't beat him normally. Fuck. Fuck. Galahad started screaming endlessly as he was beaten almost to death. The Lycan trying to rip his face off and probably hump him in some sort of weird animal erotic manner. Galahad paid no attention to where the Lycan's true intentions were, as he dodged every hit. Ha ha ha! I am better than you, animal! I shall give you treats made out of fucking human skin. Foreskin. In a disgusting manner, Galahad realized what he'd said as he approached what clearly was an ammunition crate. Half his fucking torso had been ripped off by the Lycan. I instantly regret this. I don't want to travel back in time! Galahad saw the beast up close, it drooling all over his fucking face. He fired everything he had into the fucking beast, taking a shotgun, blowing its fucking face off. The beast started reverting back to its true form. Lance Reddick. It's over, Galahad said as he fired a final shot into the body of the beast. Oh no, another one! These sewer reptiles started spawning everywhere. It had appeared his job had not been done. His job was just getting started. The Order 1886! Hype, hype, hype. Galahad once more let the beast get the better of him. It was just Lance Reddick's friend. Probably brother, Bill Reddick. Yeah, that makes sense. He fired every single bullet he had. It was over. The beast had not gotten the better of Galahad. Galahad galloped like an oiled gazelle, dodging every single approach from the lichen. Not that it mattered. You can't damage me, I'm impervious, Galahad said as his eyes started drooping. It was clearly not in the socket anymore. He couldn't see anything out of it. However, to save face, Galahad acted super brave, making the comment, "Maybe you could try better, fucking dog." Galahad was taken from behind as he danced the death dance, dancing with the devil, all inside London's basement. This is a creepy area to be in. I don't want to talk about it. This is an area where bad things happen, Galahad remarked as he shot everything he had into the beast, stabbing it from the sternum, ripping its lungs out. Now I breathe through these, Galahad mentioned. Immediately he was struck down by the super lichen. It's clear it was over. Galahad would walk no more. As he hobbled along, a Stephen Hawking-like man, clearly out of his own element here, as he fired into the lichen, killing it immediately with his super Tesla ray. Everything had gone to shit very quickly, Galahad remarked, noting how quickly the events had turned not in his favor. He was taken down by the beast, who began gnawing on his hair, his flawless hair. "I've had enough of you!" Galahad screamed desperately onto the comms. Lady Faversham, grabbing her own mouth in horror as she realized what was happening to the love of her life. He was being ripped piece by piece, disintegrated, if you will, by these super werewolves, who wasted no opportunity to begin feeding on him. They ripped his hair off by the scalp. It's so strong and tense and dural that it managed to rip the entire front part of his face right off with it. Galahad was now a bunch of flesh. He grabbed the Tesla ray as he was put into his robotic man suit. Lady Faversham screaming in horror, "Ah! Ah!" as she saw Galahad's true face, what was left of it. He integrated the Tesla gun, firing everything. It did nothing. It blew the gate completely to atomized bits. He didn't need no gate to get in his way. Galahad continued trying to find the werewolf from every single height it could have gone to. Galahad relentlessly pursued it despite having no face at this juncture. "I should really travel to the..." Galahad said as his teeth started falling out. It was totally disgusting and awesome at the same time. The coolest thing that has ever in a video game that could ever been made. Galahad relentlessly followed the lichen through the streets of Los Angeles. He used the Tesla gun, firing a bullet right into it. Oh, Lady Faversham got bit! Oh no! What a tragedy, Galahad thought as he sarcastically remarked about his lady friend's demise. She had it coming, the bitch. Galahad shot! Destroying the lichen with Tesla's ray gun. This was not Porter's ray gun part 2. This was Tesla gun, aka Savandavaff. A clear Easter egg from Black Ops, the game. A little erroneous error by the narrator's part. Galahad continued prodding the body with the electrical rays, ripping off its own skin, and he wore it like a hat over his fleshless face. Over his skinless face. The fleshy mound of what appeared to be the facial muscles, without an eye and some teeth, now held together like glue with the lichen's fucking fur. Tied in a bow-like fashion underneath his chin, it kept everything in place so he could talk like a man. I think we're gonna need surgery, Galahad quipped through all the pain, not realizing what he'd done to his own body. He was half a cripple, faceless, and now wearing an animal's disgusting skin. It reeked of various odors. Various odors indeed. Magistrate Leon Thorpe III approached John Galahad. What the fuck happened to your face, man? He asked Pierre, sarcastically calling the man ugly, even though he was the most handsome of the group. Leon took shit from no one. His beard was as immaculate as Galahad's hair had been. Mustache approached the group. You're a lesser than, Leon quipped, ushering him to leave immediately. He was called Mustache because he was a prospect in their gang. Yes, this was a gang, not unlike the Sons of Anarchy. A little less gay at the end, but quite brutal in their methodology. Leon started chastising Galahad immediately. Hey, you know what I have all around me? Skin, he said, making fun of Galahad's face. Lady Faversham just burst out in laughter, inappropriately. Ah, he doesn't have a face, she said. Getting the joke, all the men around her immediately disdaining. Fucking bitch, they said. Pierre even having to facepalm his own sister, not realizing her own stupidity. They all got the joke. It didn't need to be said aloud. At this instance, they were all recalled back to London Parliamentary Hall. The Council of Knights led by Ian McKellen and Leon Thorpe III, who managed to secure a position close to him. Galahad watched as Ian McKellen stroked his magnificent cloak as he stood and talked. We shall have purged the lichen problem once and for all, Ian McKellen claimed, as Leon Thorpe now got in an argument with them. But the city will have to pay the damages. Ian McKellen immediately would have none of that shit. I've seen more of history than you will ever know, Ian McKellen said, shooting fucking imaginary lightning bolts from his eyes into Leon Thorpe's body, electrifying the man where he stood. Leon Thorpe recoiled. These were political lightning bolts. They could do no physical damage. However, they made the man feel smaller than he already was. More flaccid, if you will, as Galahad would quip, in a very confused and not quite sure of his orientationally manner. The council continued their diatribes endlessly. Galahad could not fucking pay attention. He took out a piece of paper, eyes cross-legged, looking at one of the wigged ministers who began complaining. It was Lord Tyrell, complaining about all the costs that this whole meeting was happening. Perhaps you should take a look at budgetary concerns. Ian McKellen immediately proposed the proposition. What says the order? Trying to get everyone to look at the budget of 2015 and perhaps 1886. Everyone disagreed. We will not address this issue now, Lord Tyrell, Ian McKellen yelled. Take that stupid fucking wig off your head, he said, making fun of the man for his own innate balding nature and scarce hairlessness. Leon Thorpe made a quip at Galahad. We will get you your face, young man, he said, storming off into nothing as Pierre tried to console his friend / potential lover. Victim later, that shall be decided in the next episode. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this Let's Play. Be sure to leave a like, share it on social media. It always helps me out. I appreciate if you guys could show some love to this series. It's new for me to do a Let's Play. And I hope you guys are enjoying it very much. Peace out. I will see you in the next episode of The Order 1986.